Okay. So we got that. Got 3 bronzers, 3 blushes, concealer, foundation. Oh, I need to put that away. Don't need that. Setting powder. We've got this, that. Now I feel like I'm missing some stuff. Where's my brow product? Do that. Oh yeah. Hi guys, James here. Welcome back to my channel. Hope everyone's having a great day. In today's video, guys, I'm sitting down and doing a full face of brand new base products, and I'm testing out a whole lot of new makeup that I've recently purchased because I want to try and find some good replacements for my already base makeup routine, if that makes sense. I love trying out new makeup, and I love trying new base makeup, concealers, foundation, blushes, bronzers, and all that type of stuff. So in this video, we are going to be testing out new base makeup. I love trying to find something that's affordable that I can put in my already base makeup routine to try and change things up. So that is what we're doing today. We're not doing any eyeshadow in this video today. We're trying to get this mug to look its best. So that is today's video. We have 3 new blushes. We have 3 new bronzers. These are all new. We have a Morphe concealer. We have this Essence Stay 16-hour foundation that I got in their mystery bundle, which I still don't understand why they actually included 2 foundations. I've got 2, so this one's way too dark for me. This one is also too dark for me, but it's closer to me compared to that one. So we're gonna try this out. But if it's great, I will actually just buy one that's obviously my shade. This is like $5, so if I can get one that's $5, great foundation, then I'm going to. So we're trying that one out. We also have 2 Wet n Wild highlighters. We've got the Chameleon Grwm. I think that's the collection. I can't really say that. I don't know if you'll be able to see the writing on that. The reflection's pretty bad. It's that one anyway. We've got 2 shades. We've got the shade Venus Swing, and we've got 2 Sirius. So we'll try one of each of these on my cheeks. And then we have some liquid lipsticks. Now this is from Cosmic Beauty. This is what the packaging looks like. I did buy these quite a while ago in a full collection. We've got the shade Eternal and Andromeda. I think that's the shade. So we're going to try those out as well. I don't have anything new for the brows, so I'm going to use that. And my primer that I bought hasn't arrived in the mail, so we're just going to use this Sheglam one. I really like this one. And then for my little NARS pot concealer that I always underpaint with, I'm not going to use this today, but I just want to show you, I'm basically completely out of it. Like, it's empty basically. I've got maybe 1 use left with that, but we're going to spot conceal with this Morphe Wake Up Artist Under Eye Correcting Concealer. This is in the shade Blossom 01. I think it's more of like a peachy undertone. So we're going to try that, but let's go in with the primer first. Now guys, I have been very busy at work. There's been a lot of things happening. I have officially made it through the round of redundancies that have been happening, which is sad because some people have been forced out, and then other people are happy because they're finally leaving with a good payout. So there's mixed emotions at work. I don't think this will be the only round of redundancies in the next year or 2. So, you know, we're just got to keep our fingers crossed that I can actually still have a job and pay my mortgage and pay my bills. But that's been stressful for the last month. This is also the last week of day shift, so then I go back to nights for 8 weeks. So my night shift roster is usually from 2 p.m. till 2 a.m. or 4 a.m. or 8 p.m. till 4 to 6 a.m. So yeah, that's a big change. I've got to get my sleeping pattern back to normal. The neighbours are not renovating the house today, thank God. That's why I can film. And also we have had some rain, but it looks quite sunny today. So hopefully we won't get any interruptions with the rain noise hitting the tin or aluminium roof, whatever it is. Sometimes it's very loud and I can't film on those days, but today's a good day. So, alright, all that primer is locked in. Love that. I hate how my hands feel when there's primer on it, especially this one, because this is almost like a dupe for the e.l.f. Hydro Grip Primer. It's sticky when you apply it, so you get it on your hands, which I don't like. Alright, let's go in with this concealer. I'm going to spot conceal and then we'll do foundation, and then I'll put this under my eyes as always. But I'm going to spot conceal with this one. I normally use the NARS one because it is quite a thick formula. And I do like that. It doesn't budge when I apply my foundation on top of it. This one, oh, this is quite pink actually. Thought it was going to be peachy, but it's quite pink. Anyway, I feel like this one, because it's more of a liquid, it's going to move around when I put my foundation on. But let's actually, you know what, we'll shake this up first because it's been on its side for a couple of weeks. Oh, my hairline's stuck to my primer. Ugh, I hate that. Anyway, okay, that's enough. Let's try this on. Okay, it doesn't smell great. It smells, oh, that's very, very pink. It's meant to color correct, I think. That's why I bought this. So let's color correct my shaving area. And we'll see if this actually works. You know what? Normally I do my whole, let's just go a little bit crazy. Let's test this. Normally I get quite a light white shade for my under eyes to brighten up. I am going to use this under my under eyes. I don't know how it's going to look, but we're going to test it out today. I don't think it's going to give me the brightening effect. Also, setting powder, I don't have a new setting powder, so we're just going to use the Huda Beauty pink cherry blossom one because it's been in my collection for ages and I haven't played with it. What does this actually say? Let's just read what it says. Fake a full night's sleep with the lightweight serum infused concealer that brightens, corrects and smooths the appearance of under eyes with a natural radiant finish. Okay, well, it doesn't say that you should color correct with this, but I kind of thought that's why I bought it, because it's pink and it's meant to color correct. So we're just going to try it out anyway. I am using a Morphe concealer brush as well, by the way. Now guys, I hope everyone's having a great day wherever they are watching, day or night, wherever they are watching this from, as always. Like I said, I am going back to nights next week, just after Easter Sunday. And I like nights, so it doesn't really bother me. Wow, that's actually going a long way. That's a lot of concealer. But yeah, Easter, I am working on Easter Sunday. 10-hour shift on a Sunday, which is good money because we get double time and a half our normal rate, so I'm happy about that. I am on basically minimum hours, so I'm basically only doing 24 hours a week, 48 hours a fortnight, which is not ideal, especially when you're on a single income, you know, you got a mortgage and all that type of stuff. Guys, I was one number away from winning $1 million my lotto. I got 5 out of 6 numbers, so I got division 3. So I won $465. But if I got one more, I would have got $1 million and I would have not had a mortgage, which would have been great, and financially would have freed me up to buy a lot more makeup and just, you know, enjoy life a bit more. Anyway, that's a different story. That concealer, I've basically done the bottom half of my face and it looks pink. It looks pink. So we're just going to try this foundation and see what this looks like. It looks a little crazy. Where's my little foundation bowl? Oh, there it is. Okay, so I've got my beauty blender as always. Alright, so foundation. This is the Essence Stay All Day 16-hour long-lasting foundation. Transfer and waterproof. This is in the shade 10 Soft Beige. And I did get this in my mystery box that they did. And I will link that video down below if you're interested to see what else I got. But I was very confused about why they put certain products in this mystery box, because they didn't know what shade of the person is buying this. So interesting to me. Let's shake it up. It's been on its side again for a while in my everyday makeup drawer area that I need to test new makeup with. Alright, I think that's good enough. I don't think this is the right shade. Oh, this is very liquidy. I don't think this is the right shade at all, so let's try it out. I'm just putting a little bit on. Oh, why is that? This is going to be such a bad shade match. Actually, no, it is. It is. Yeah, I'm yellow, but that's okay. I'm actually going to start getting my lighter foundation shades out because it is basically winter here in Australia now, and there'll be a lot less sun. And because I'm actually going back on nights, I'm getting a lot less sun as well. because I'll be sleeping through the day, so I will lose some of this colour on my face, which is okay. I can always add that up with a bronzer and stuff like that, but I will be losing a lot of this pigment on my face in the next month or two. Oh, this actual foundation smells nice. I was wondering what the smell was. It smells nice. Coverage wise, it's got a lot of things to cover. Like my pores on my nose right now are very big, and this is it's kind of like going over the pores and leaving the holes in the pores exposed. So I need to fill them in, and I'm using a lot of foundation to do that. I like that it smells nice, that's good. And the coverage is not too bad as well. So I'm looking in the mirror next to me. It's not too bad, it's covered the pink. I don't know if you can tell that there was like a pink concealer underneath. But for me, in person, it's not too bad. I don't know what it looks like on the viewfinder or on the camera because of the lights. It might be washing it out for me. But the camera kind of like corrects all the lighting. So hopefully it's giving you the true representation of what's going on my face. But yeah, so I'm working Easter, which is okay. We don't really do too much stuff for Easter with my family. We're not like a religious family. My mum is, but the rest of my family really isn't. So we're actually getting together on Friday for my sister's and my cousin's joint birthday, Good Friday. So we're all meeting up at my auntie's for dinner, for their birthday dinner, joint birthday dinner. My cousin has flown in from Canada. This foundation's actually not doing too badly. Obviously it's the wrong shade for me. I need to do some more on my neckline. This is a radial t-shirt. I wear this when I do my foundation and stuff because I get makeup all around the collars, and then I swap out my shirt after I've set everything in place with setting powder and setting spray. So don't worry about this if it triggers you. I do apologize. I know it can trigger people, and also the concealer and foundation on the lips does trigger people as well. Not really me because I'm just so used to it, but I know people who watch my videos can get triggered by that. So I do apologize. I'm not trying to ignore your feelings, but I just don't want to get it on my new shirts. I'd rather get it on this $6 Kmart shirt and not have to worry too much. I'm just picking up this concealer brush. I do find that I can't get the foundation under my eyes without a brush nowadays, especially in the fine lines. So I just use a little brush, and then we just, okay, so this is the same concealer brush with that concealer that I put on earlier, and you can see the difference. That was a mistake. Mistakes were made. I don't think I've got another concealer brush right now, so I'm just going to use it on this eye as well. We're going to go in with the concealer anyway. Let's move on with the concealer. We just got this concealer. I'm going to use the same one. I don't like that. I don't think this is going to brighten up under my eyes like I like normally, but we're going to go in with it because we're testing it out. So I'm just going to use it like I normally do. And let's try this out. I always go in with a brush under my eyes with the concealer because again, it's hard to get under my fine lines. This is such a dirty. I need to clean my brushes. This is so dirty. I have like 4 of these brushes and I cannot find any of them except the one I have in my hand right now. So that's a problem. We need to find another one because she is manky. Like, look at that. I need to get a new brush. Either way, I need to get some clean ones because this is unacceptable. It's dirty and it can like breed bacteria in brushes, especially when foundation's liquids. It can just grow bacteria. So I need to do something about my brushes. All right, let's do the forehead now. This foundation's quite sticky. I don't know if you can hear that. Like it's sticking to my beauty blender. So when I pull it apart, it makes that noise. So it's quite tacky. I will have to put a lot of setting spray to like set that in place, and hopefully it doesn't have that tackiness throughout the day because I don't like that feeling. Just going to quickly just blend out under my eyes a little bit as well. Alright, so that's the concealer all done. I'm not loving what it looks like under my eyes. My eyes are very dry right now. I did buy some of those eye patches. I need to start wearing them because it's very crusty under my eyes right now. And I'm just getting older, so I really need to start like moisturizing under my eyes. I moisturize my face, but I don't have any like specific eye creams. I did actually buy some online, so that is coming this week in the mail. So hopefully that will help with the dryness and the like fine lines under my eye. Now I don't think I've got... Oh, I do have a cream bronzer. I thought I only had powder bronzers. Oh, I've got 2 cream bronzers. Okay. So this one is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Cream Bronzer. I actually bought this from TK Maxx. I did try and film like a little video with that, but I couldn't film because there was a security guard standing right next to the makeup section, and he didn't let me film in store. So I couldn't film that like makeup little shopping experience for you guys, which was annoying. And they didn't have much makeup anyway, but they had this. This was... $24.99 down from $62, and this is in the shade Golden Tan. Now I could not open this up in store, so I don't know if this is the right shade. Also, it could be expired, so let's try it out. This is what it looks like. The packaging is really nice. Like, look at that. That's luxe. Oh, so that's what it looked like. It does have a little bit of a plastic thing on top of it. Let's try it. How do I get that off? How do I get that off? Oh, there we go. It was like, oh, excuse me. Alright, so that's that shade. That might be a little too dark for me, but we can blend that out with some of the foundation left on the sponge, and also setting powder will knock some of that pigment away. So we've got that shade. And then we've got this one here, which was Makeup Revolution Pro Glow Edit Cream Bronzer in the shade Medium Bronze. Now, I bought this thinking this was the powder because I wanted to try out the bronzer powder that they had. But the cream and the powders were right next to each other, and I bought the cream one by accident. So today's the day we are testing this one out. And then I also do have a powder bronzer. This is the Covergirl Trublend Skin Enhancer Baked Bronzer. So we can put some of this on after I've set my face to ramp up that color and test out that formula as well. Ooh, this is cute. Little chrome moment, liking the packaging. I don't know how much this was. I'll put it up on screen when I look at it later when I'm editing. Oh, actually, they are quite similar color. They are quite similar in color. Look at that. This one might be, oh god, this one's more of a cool tone. I think this is more of a, like an orangey toned one. Let's try the Anastasia Beverly Hills one, because I think this is the older one and it's probably closer to being expired. So I'm just going to go in with this clean brush. This is the 000. Alright, I don't know where I was, but my camera just shut off for some reason. I have no idea why. But basically I was just picking up some of this bronzer and just saying that this looks very glossy in the pan, so hopefully it's not too glossy on the skin, and hopefully it doesn't lift any of the product I've already applied. We're just going to start in the temple here. Oh my god, that is dark. That's very dark. Okay. It's blending out nicely with this brush. Very, very nicely. Do you know what? I'm going to do one side with this shade, then we're going to try the other side with the Makeup Revolution one. But wow, that blended out really, really nicely. It's so quick. Yes, it's a bit dark, but that's alright. We can always tone that down with some setting powder. But wow, that is really, really nice. Very, very nice. And the fact that I got this less than half price, $24 when it was normally $62. Loving that. That has blended out very, very nicely. I'm just going to put some on the jawline here and try and give me a little bit of a thinner face. That's what we're going to try anyway. Alright, so I'm really, really happy with the way this is looking. And it didn't disrupt any of that foundation, which I'm very, very happy with. Alright, let's go in with the other side. I'm just going to put the lid back on this one. And we've got another one of those little brushes that's clean. And we'll just try this Makeup Revolution one. If I can open it. Oh, wrong side. Okay, there we go. Okay, this is more of a stiffer formula. Like, why is there a hair on this already? Okay, there's a hair on this one. I don't know if it's from the brush, but we got some of that pigment there. Let's try it on this side. Oh yeah, this is a bit more of a this a darker shade? I feel like this might be a little bit darker. And my hairline's in it. Great. Oh, it's blending out nicely though. It's more of a stiffer formula, so it's not as glossy. I'm having to put more on because it's not really traveling as much as the other one did makeup wise. Like, it's not picking up as much, and it's not laying down as much product. So I'm having to use more product and going in a lot more times than I did with the other side. Like here, it's kind of just already disappeared. So let's just put a little bit more here. Like, this is a lot more glowy, and this is a bit more dull. So this is the 4th time I've had to go back into here. I'm trying to match it up pigment wise with the other side, but it's not. This is really pretty, really glossy, really nice. This is more of a matte finish. I don't know if I like this formula. Normally Makeup Revolution, in my opinion, all their bronzers, blushes have always been great. Highlighters have been great for me. It's working, it's doing its job, but I'm just having to put more effort in, which is not great if you're in a rush. But if you're just sitting down playing with makeup and just testing out formulas like I am today, you've got the extra time to do that. But for everyday type of makeup, maybe not so much. Okay, I think that this side, the Anastasia Beverly Hills, is actually winning it for me. I'm just going to put some on the jawline like I did on the other side. But I do think, like, I'm really trying to load up my brush, and it's not really doing too much. So the older formula is beating the newer formula, and it blended out better as well. Similar color, like this, I had to obviously put a lot more work into it. This is just really pretty, blended out nicely. It's there, I can see it. This, for me, it's alright. It's alright. Alright, so that is bronzers done. I will put a little bit of the powder bronzer over it. Let's just go in with my setting powder. Now, setting powder, it's not new. I just haven't used it for a while, so I thought, let's try this one out. I need to tap some of this out. There we go. Alright guys, I am back. Face is completely set. The smell of this setting powder is terrible. It's so strong. I know a lot of people say the same thing. It's very, very strong, and I have a lot left because I don't like the scent of it. And at first, I didn't like this when I first started using it. Then it probably sat in my drawer for 3 months, and I have used it on and off. But it's not my favorite scent-wise. It does the job, but is it my favorite setting powder? No, but it's an old one, and I haven't got a new one right now. And I thought, let's pull out an old one and just use that one for today's video. So this is where we are now. Foundation is on. I'm trying to look at everything. The nose is coverage. There is a little bit coming off, but that was probably because I was too violent with the brush when I was setting my face. The fine lines are still there. Everything's there. I will set my face with some setting spray, and that will melt all the powders in. So I will look better once my face is all set with setting spray. But now let's go in with this Covergirl Trublend bronzer. Now this was the only shade they had available at Priceline online. This is in the shade 310 Toasted Butterscotch. Now I think this is the right shade for me. This is a baked formula, and it does have a little bit of luminosity as well, which I don't mind. I do like a bronzer with a little bit of luminosity. I did have an Ofra bronzer that had a little bit of a shine to it, and I love that. So I'm hoping this is similar. Baked formulas can be a little bit tricky on my skin because I have texture, and it does kind of emphasize the texture with the luminosity qualities in it. But we're going to test it out anyway. Well, you know what? We're going to use this brush. It's dirty. It's a bit dirty, but it's fine. Now these are more of a dupe for like Hourglass, and Hourglass is very expensive. I think Hourglass's single shadows cost like $40–50 each. Like a refill of their product. I think it's very expensive. Like their face palette is like $150–170, which is just it's unattainable for me. These are $24 each at Priceline, but I bought them when they were half price, so they're like $12.50, I think. I will put the full price on screen for you, but we're just going to add a little bit of this into the temples and on the face, just to add a little bit more color onto this corpse-like face that you can see on camera. Oh, that's pretty. You can see a little bit of the shine coming through. I don't know if that's showing up on camera, but that's pretty. I like that. Do a little bit on this side as well. Yeah, I love these types of bronzers that have a little bit of a glow to them. That's really, really pretty. I like the way this is looking. And I do want to say that I appreciate how big the pan sizes are, because a bronzer brush can be quite big, and this actually, like my whole brush can be evenly coated with this pan size, which is great. For the amount of money that you're spending and the amount of product you get, I think that's very, very affordable. I'm just going to put that away and get my little contour nose brush and just pick up some of that product and add a little bit of contour on the side of my nose with this shade. Oh, that's really pretty. Yeah, that has like a goldy shift to it. Very, very happy with the way this is looking. And you know what? I don't think I need the other shades. There are 2 other shades. One a lot darker, one a lot lighter. But I think this is the right shade. So I didn't need to buy the other 2. This is enough, and I'm really happy with the way that's looking. That's really pretty. I love this. All right. Now let's try the blushes. Now I do have 3 blushes. We've got, I think there's only 3. We've got 420 Strawberry Drizzle, which is the darkest shade. Really pretty. We have this one here, which is the 410 Rose Latte, which is more of a cool tone, rosy mauve. Love that. And then lastly, we have 400 Please Please Pink, which is like the soft pink, which I think I'm going to try for this video because I really like this shade. I'm happy that I got all 3. I will use all 3. Like for bronzers, I only need this one, but these shades I will definitely use. This one here is so pretty. I'm not going to use it today, but when I want like a really colorful, strong, bold look, this is the shade I'm going to pick because it's so pretty. So pretty. This one here is more of a muted. If I'm doing more of a neutral look, I will use this one. And then if I want a soft pink look, then I'm going to go for this one. So today we're using this one. I won't swatch the other 2 because I want to maybe use them in a separate get ready with me trying new makeup. So I might save them for those looks. But this shade, I mean, look how pretty that is. If you know me, you know that I love pink blushes and peach blushes. Let's try this blush with this brush. I feel like it might be a bit too dense for a blush brush, but we're going to use it because it's brand new and clean. Oh, okay, so I'm having to... Oh, there's a lot of powder coming off that. A lot of powder. But oh, there's not much pigment coming off that. Let's try it anyway. Gonna just put it right here. Okay. So I feel like maybe this is more of a buildable formula and I just have to build it up. Oh, there we go. That's there. That's pretty. Again, this has a little bit of a like highlighter quality to it. So that's nice. If you don't like too much highlighter or you don't have one, this kind of does both. Like it does give that little bit of a shine, which is very nice. I like that one. We will obviously put highlighter on because I do have 2 highlighters I want to try out. And oh my god, that is so pretty. Oh, I love how pretty that is. I'm very happy I finally got my hands on this one. I was looking everywhere for it in store. I went to like 4 or 5 different Priceline stores. Didn't have them all sold out. They only had the testers there, which just made me more envious because when I swatched them in store, I was like, I need all of them. So I'm happy that I finally got all 3, and I'm happy that none of them came broken. Because baked formulas, especially a pan size this big, they are quite notorious for breaking very easily. I find any baked formula products, makeup-wise, that I have had, they are a lot more fragile than, say, a pressed powder is. So I'm happy that none of these came broken because they can be very, very fragile. I don't know how travel-friendly these would be, just because baked formulas are so fragile. But if you're just using it in your house every day, you need to get your hands on this because that is so pretty. Oh, love that. Love that. All right. I'm not mad about this. I mean, foundation and stuff could look a little bit better than what I would normally like. Like it's starting to crack around my face here. I do have a lot of expressions in my face, but right here on the forehead, I'm getting the fine lines. and around the mouth where I'm talking. We are getting a little bit of a breakup. Like right here, I've got a line forming right here. But that's alright. Let's go in with the highlighter, and then we can set my face, and hopefully that will fix itself. Now we've got a old Jeffree Star Morphe highlighter brush. This is the cleanest highlighter brush I have right now, I think. So we're going to use that one. Don't come for me in the comments. Alright, highlighters. We have the two Wet n Wild. Now I bought these from Big W. They don't sell very many Wet n Wild products. I think they might sell like 4 or 5 items, and they just had these two shades available. Wet n Wild you can't actually order from the US to Australia. They don't ship to Australia. And Glam Rider has probably like 5 foundation shades and a couple other items on their website online. But other than that, you can't really get anything Wet n Wild here in Australia. So I was lucky to get my hands on these. I do not know how to open these. I don't know how to open these at all. Again, I'll put the price up for these on the screen. So I'm trying to cut these open. I don't know how to open these. I thought I already opened them, but I didn't. Alright, there we go. That's the blue one. And then we've got, again, alright, so those are the two shades there. Very, very pretty. Hopefully the light will adjust so you can see a bit better. The shift in them, they do have shifts in them. So they have, okay, you know what, I'll just swatch them because they're not really, oh, that's really, really buttery. Oh, that's stunning. Okay, so the blue one has like blue reflect and pink in it. And then the green one has like goldy green reflect shades in it. Oh, that's pretty. Okay, so those are the two shades swatched. Waiting for the light to adjust on my camera. There we go. So that's what it looks like. Very, very pretty. These would be great as eyeshadow toppers because they are quite glittery, and great as inner corner highlighters as well. But they are advertised as highlighters. So we're going to put them on my cheeks and see what they look like. So we'll go with the blue one first. Oh, that's a ton. Tap some of that excess off and just put that right here. Yeah, there's a lot of glitter flying around my face when I use the brush. But wow, that is really pigmented. Oh, that's pretty. That's a lot. Like, that's just a streak of glitter now. This would be great as a eyeshadow topper. I don't know how often I would use this on my skin because it's so glittery and it's quite chunky. It emphasizes all the texture I have on my face, but I love the payoff. Like, that is so pretty. This as an inner corner highlighter, just an eyeshadow topper. Stunning. Let's use the other side now. And I'm just going to use the other side of the same brush. And we'll just, again, a lot is being picked up. We're going to put some of this on my face. And oh, look at this. If you love a green, like, eyeshadow topper, this is a perfect shade for you. Like, look at that on the screen. Look at that. I mean, I've just got a streak of highlight on my face now. I'm loving this. Very, very pretty. These would be great for festivals. If you're going to like a Taylor Swift concert and you want to shine, these would be great for that type of application. Very affordable as well for the amount of products you get. Like, that's a lot of highlighter. That will last me for years to come. So very, very pretty. Very happy with those. I would just go very, very, very light-handed. I'm just going to try and blend this out with my finger, just so it's not just a streak on my face. I'm just going to try and blend out the edges a little bit more. Yeah, I think that helped. Let's just do the same on this side. Yeah, I think that helped a little bit. You can still see the streak on my face, but I think that helped a little bit. But yeah, guys, that is my base makeup all done. I do have some lips, so let's try these lips on. We've got the Cosmic Beauty liquid lipsticks in the shade Ethereal and Andromeda. I can't even remember what shades these are. I just bought the whole collection, so hopefully they are not too out there shade-wise. Oh, okay, that's pretty. So we've got the little applicator. That's pretty. And then the other shade is going to be, when I can get it out, come on, man. Don't do this to me. We're almost finished filming. Jesus Christ. Okay, I'm just going to rip the box open. There we go, that's better. Oh, okay, so this is more of a... Oh, I don't know if I like that colour. It's pretty, but I don't know if I would wear that very often. Okay, so that shade here is the shade Ethereal, which is the almost cool toned poo brown. And then we've got more of a dusty rose purple with the shade Andromeda. I think that's the shade. I'll put it up on screen. We're going to go in with this one. I'm going to shake it up a bit because it's been on its side for a while. And we'll pump it as well just to make sure that it's all mixed up. Oh, that smells actually quite nice. It smells like toffee apple, something like that. It's nice, sweet. I don't have a lip liner at all, so we're just going to use this without a lip liner. I do like the doe fork applicator. It's quite small, so it's quite easy to fill in your lips without going over the lines. But it is very liquidy. Like, this is more of a lip gloss. It's not that thick, so I'm going to have to go over it a few times. It's pretty there. It feels like I've got nothing on my lips at all. It's so light. Alright, my lips are done. I'm not going to put a lip gloss over it because I want to see how it dries down and how it feels when it's all dried down. While it dries down, I'm just going to quickly go off camera and do my brow. This is what I use for my brows all the time. The W7 Browsome little gel. Love this. So I'm just going to quickly go off camera and use this. And then I will also set my face with some setting spray. I don't have a new setting spray, so we've got the Colourpop Pretty Fresh setting spray. So I'll just use that and I'll show you what the final result looks like. So let me just quickly do this and then I'll be right back. Alright you guys, I am back and this is the final look. Brows are on, lips are on. I've set my face with the setting spray, the Pretty Fresh Colourpop one. How do I feel about the final result? First of all, the lips feel like you've got nothing on at all. They are not drying at all. They don't feel like uncomfortable when you're talking without a lip gloss, like they're not sticking together or getting that sandpaper feel where it's really dry and just cling to each other. It feels so comfortable. I love that formula. I need to buy more of their lip shades in their liquid formula because they do have bullet lipsticks, but if all their liquid lipsticks feel like this, then I'll be buying more shades from them. So lips are great. Now, foundation is full coverage. I have to give that. It is full coverage for the price. Very affordable. Love that. Wrong shade. I don't know if you'll be able to see. Completely wrong shade. Like, that's my actual shade here. I brought it down to my neck, but it's the wrong shade for me. But I will test it out a couple more times before I actually commit to buying the right shade, just because I'm not 100% comfortable with how it's looking right now. And if I'm not comfortable with the way it's looking right now, then I definitely don't know how great it will look, 5, 6, 7, 8 hours from now. But it does say it's got 16-hour coverage, waterproof, and smudge proof, or transfer proof I should say. Now on my eyelid right here, I did actually touch my eyelid right here with the stupid brow gel, and I did try to scrape it off and put some foundation on, but it's still there, so we're just going to ignore that. Brows are on, they're nothing new. Concealer, it's alright. I don't mind the concealer. I don't know if I would use it that often because I do like more of a brightening concealer, and like it's brightening right here and here, but under the eyes I can't really tell too much. The bronzers, I love the bronzers. Actually, let's talk about bronzers. Now, I love the Anastasia Beverly Hills one. Like, I didn't dip in too much into the one. Like, okay, somebody's on my roof right now, and I don't know why. This is the problem with living with 8 houses all connected. Everyone has the same roof. And if they're doing work on one part of the roof, you can hear it through the whole house. I think they're gone for now. This is what it looks like when I've used it. I didn't use that much. I didn't need to, which is great. Blended out really nicely. It's there, it's pigmented. This one here from Makeup Revolution, though, I did have to jump into this one quite a lot. And you can see how much more I used of that one. I think I went in about 6 or 7 more times than I needed to compared to this one. So I think this one, for me, out of the two, wins it. But I do like this one. And I like the packaging. It's nice and sleek. Perfect for traveling. The little powder bronzer, I actually really like this, and I like that it gives me a little bit of a glow on the forehead too, so I like that. And then for the blushes, I did get 3, but I only used this one, so I will just talk about this one. I love how pigmented it is. It's very nice. You can build it up, but you can have it like a really soft blush moment as well, but I like to go blush heavy, so I like to have a formula that you can build up, and this is one that you can build up, which is great, because at first I was like, oh, it's not really there, but you can build it up, which is nice. And again, the amount of product you get for the amount of money that you pay for, amazing. Now, highlighters, I don't think I would use these as highlighters on my cheeks. They're there, but I don't like the formula of this type of highlighter. I like one that's more of a powder. This is more of a glitter highlighter, and it does emphasize texture when you've got mature skin like I do. So I would use these as inner corner highlighters and eyeshadow toppers, not as highlighters. But again, very grateful to have these because I love the two shifts. I think that is everything that I used that was new to me. Everything else, the Huda Beauty powder I've already used, the brow product I've used, the primer and setting spray I've already used, so there's nothing new there. But I'm liking everything that is new, except maybe the foundation concealer. Those two probably need to work with a bit more to test them out, but everything else I've used that's new, I'm really, really loving. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you do, don't forget to like and subscribe. If you've tried any of these brands or any of these products, leave a comment down below letting me know how you like the product or dislike the product. But with that, guys, I'm going to go because I feel like they're going to start walking on the roof again and making a lot of noise. So I'm going to love and leave you, and I will see you in the next one. Oh my love. Bye.